Hello and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, where in which I talk all things K-pop. Hi. So today is the review of November, all the stuff that happened in November, and also today is like Christmas market day in my town. So fun. So I'm gonna quickly talk about that and then get on to the K-pop stuff because I know how much you lot loved listening to my life. So I was a bit nervous about going to the market because it was gonna be packed anyway, and I kind of didn't think about how I would feel about it. But we ended up going to the Christmas tree market thing because they hold it at the same time as the Christmas, the actual just regular Christmas market. And I actually just have this really funny weird story thing that isn't connected to today. But when I used to do health and social care in school, I did a level 2. I did a level 1 and level 2 in it. Then I've done a level 2. Then I was doing a level 3, but then I left school. So when I was doing the level 2, I was doing work experience at this Methodist preschool that I actually went to when I was preschool age, and it is held, or it was held because it's actually closed down now, in the church that my parents actually got married in. So we go pretty much every year, and it's really, really nice. And so I actually got the day off on the Friday before the fair because they have to set everything up, and it kind of takes a while. So they just had the Friday. So I messaged hi, I was just telling them the school dates, saying hi, actually I'm actually not at school on the Friday, so technically I don't have to come in, and I just wanted to let you know that my school term is finished, so I won't be coming in, basically. And I said oh yeah, I also understand about I said something about the festival and about this trip to a local farm because I was having a couple of weeks off, and I said about hi, about the fair and about this trip. And this was on a Thursday, I think, or something like that. And it was one of the days. And then I went into school a couple of days later, and my teacher, my form tutor, came up to me and was like, I need you to clarify some things for me. What trip are you going on? And what is this Christmas tree festival thing? And I was like, I sent this on an email. I sent it on an email and to an external place. I don't think it would have questioned it had it been an internal one. But for whatever reason, they asked me about an email that I sent to an organization that isn't associated with this school. And now that I think about it, I'm like, why were they asking about that? Why were they reading my emails? That was weird. Because I'm like, why do you care so much? Why do you want to know? Do you read my emails? Do you read what else I write in them? I don't know. And I also had to, they were asking about the fair, and they were like, there are no trips planned to go to this farm park. And I was like, yeah, because I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the preschool. And they were like, oh, okay, go to lessons then. I was like, am I having a fit? Am I blanking out right now? It was so strange. I'm like I would love to know, first of all, do you just read all of external emails out? And why? Why did why? And why were you questioning that? I don't think it's something that isn't known to people that live in live in the place that I live in. I'm gonna have to bleep that. Oops. It's a pretty known thing. It's been going on. It's been going on for 23 years. Now, but at the time it was 18 years. It was a known thing even back then. So I'm like, how do you not know, first of all, about the festival, but not about the market? And about how a Methodist preschool wouldn't take their kids to a local farmyard? Like, I've been to that farmyard. It's a known place. And like it's a place that like primary school kids go to still. So that was interesting. That was back in, yeah, it was about 6 years ago now. But yes, on to November in review. So we have the same sort of categories as usual: comebacks, debuts, group/artists, just general updates, scandals, legal issues, military service, ambassadorship/donations. I haven't said anything about the massive amounts of donations for the Hong Kong fires. I'll get that up in a minute. Dating, marriage, and family news, health news, and just anything else, really. Hong Kong fires donation. There was a Soupy. So there are quite a few, like, it's in Hong Kong dollars, so I don't know then what the thing would be in America. Like, okay. So first up we have YG Entertainment. They donated 1 million Hong Kong dollars. Idol donated 1 million yuan. SM donated 1 million. Esper donated 500,000. Rise donated 250,000. So when I don't say like a dollar thing, you just assume that it's Hong Kong. Jackson Wang donated 1 million. Hive donated 500 million won, which is approximately 2.6 million. Wavy donated 250,000. JYP donated 2 million. They misspelt million. They put an extra I in there. Stray Kids donated 1 million. Zero Base One's Shanghai donated an undisclosed amount. Wake One donated 1 million. Super Junior donated 1 million. Plave donated 250,000. Im Shiwan donated 200,000. EXO-CBX donated 500,000. The Black Label donated 500,000. TWS donated 500,000. Kickflip donated 100,000. Hyeri donated 200,000. I've donated 500,000. Boy Next Door donated 500,000. And CGE and the 2025 Mama Awards donated 20 million. So, yeah, I don't know. So, what is a yuan then? Is that like the Hong Kong currency? I don't know. A yuan. The yuan is the base unit of the number of the former and present day currencies throughout China. Connection with the dollar. No, you're not gonna. Fair enough. It's not gonna tell me. Yuan versus Chinese dollar. I can't spell apparently. Is it just the same thing? I have to assume so. That's everyone's favourite search engine. Oh, okay, so the currency is called the renminbi, which is the RMB, and the unit of currency is the yuan. So the Chinese dollar is the yuan. Okay. So Idol was correct in saying yuan, but the Hong Kong dollar is just what people just say, I guess. I don't know. It's like how sometimes like old money currency that was used back in like the 1950s still gets referred to. I don't know, like a penny tune. So, I mean, I don't think any sweets at any stage have ever been like an actual penny. You can get like 10p sweets. Like that was a thing when I was a kid, but you certainly can't get sweets for 10p these days. Yeah, it's inflation. Inflation's a thing. Anyway, so comebacks and debuts. So SMSNZ debuted on the 24th. Rise released their second single album on the 24th called Fame. All Day Project released one more time on the 17th. Sungkwan and DK are going to be making a new subunit. Promise 9 are going to be releasing a winter song. Nows, who used to be called Nowadays, released their third single on the 26th of November. Hosha released a English single on the 11th. And Kiss of Life released a Korean version of Lucky on the 18th of November. Monster X released an English song on the 14th of November. Alpha Drive Run to release a song on the 3rd of December. Wavy to have a comeback on the 8th of December with a special winter album. However, I don't know if that is still being released actually on the 18th, because I do recall seeing that they would postpone it potentially. Let's have a look-see. Wavy discography. Tell me, children. It does still say the 8th, so we'll go with that. So it could be soon, who knows. It's like when we didn't know when Phantom was going to be released. So yeah, it'll probably be similar to that. A-Pink to have a comeback next year, 2026. Shu is going to make her January comeback with her first full album. Jungwoo from NCT 127 made his solo debut with Sugar on the 28th, and All Day Project to release their first EP, self-titled EP, on the 8th of December. General group and artist updates. So UKIS's Kevin, Hoon, and Kisop have formed a unit called UX1. Alpha Drive's one leader is going to be Leo, and their fandom is called Alizi. MC1 has signed with the Black Label for acting, I believe. He is still with SM, but I'm confused. I think he's with SM for like singing, which would make sense, but I don't know. Dio has left company Susu and joined Blitzway Entertainment. Lee Minju has left Athena after 4 years. And we also have an update on her, but that's coming in a few minutes. Jenny to perform at Mad Cool in Madrid. New Jeans members are returning to Adore. Classy has changed their management. Ways Johan will not be in comeback promotions due to working on a drama, and Daehyun will only be doing domestic promotions after January in preparation for his mandatory military enlistment. And Park So-dam signs with the present company. Akmu has decided to leave YG Entertainment after 12 years. Kum has left Apex after being on, I think it was personal hiatus, like not. All Hours cancels the North American tour a week before it was due to start. Lee Mi-ju has joined AOMG. Cortis announced their fandom name as Koa. Sky, formerly known as Intuit, has announced an indefinite hiatus from group activities. And former member of AOA Kwon Mi-na has signed with Modern Berry Korea. Next we have scandals / legal issues. We have Sung Si-kyung and his company has fired his manager due to professional issues and financial damages. BAE 173's Doha has filed a lawsuit against Pocket Doll Studio to suspend their exclusive contract, as well as 6 members of Fantasy Boys have filed their claims, and also opened personal Instagram accounts. Le Seraphim Eyelet, Chu, and Oh My Girls Aaron have all announced legal action against malicious posts. Military service, we have Hyo Jin-gu and Very Very's Ho Young and Song Gyeon-hee to all enlist into the military in the following weeks. Ambassadorships and donations. So obviously we had the sanctions, the Hong Kong wildfires earlier, but this is just general donations. I also don't know why it's like I have ambassadorships and donations in the same category. It just makes sense in my mind. Does it make sense in anyone else's? Probably not, but I like it. So Day 6's Do Woon has donated 100 million South Korean won to Samsung Medical Center, and Super Junior's Heechul, has donated 100 million South Korean won to Ansan Medical Center. And Karina has been announced as the ambassador for Chanel Beauty. Song Kang has been announced as an ambassador for Loewe, and Itzy Yeji has been announced as the ambassador for Roger Viver. The next category we have is dating, marriage, and family news. Again, I think it's because of the connection with the church. Again, when I went to the Christmas tree fair thing, it was saying about how, you know, like being, it was a Methodist way of life, and again, this isn't like meant to be anything to do with that, but it was like, God accepts you. And you know what? I think after everything that I've been through and everything that I've like done in my life, if there is some sort of effervescent being, some ethereal being person who I will never meet because quite frankly I don't believe is quite honestly real, is just like not hating me and is willing to, you know, be nice to me, and like I can talk to, I don't know where I'm going with this. You know what? I'm gonna bloody well take it. And obviously when you get married, you write in like a marriage book thing. And when you get born, when you're born, you usually like baptized in a church, and when you die, there's like the ceremony. I don't know. It's just that the connection thing. I'm like, this is so strange, but I'm gonna go with it, and it's just one of those funny little hee hee ha ha things that we've got going on. But you know, here we are. So 2PM's Taekyeon is to get married to his longtime girlfriend in the spring. Lee Seong has given birth to her second child. Shin Mina and Kim Woo Bin are to get married after 10 years of dating. Shin Mina is in Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha and R Blues, as well as many other things, but those are the two that I can tell you right now. And Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha was actually the first K-drama that I ever found by myself, because I knew about Harang, like, because it was kind of like forced. I was kind of forced to know it. And Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha was like the first drama that I kind of decided to watch, so it will hold a very special place in my heart. It's a bit weird, but I like it. Lee Seung-jae has unfortunately passed away at the age of 91. Jo Bo-ah has announced pregnancy and is due to give birth next year. Go Won-hee is to get divorced after 2 years of marriage. On Ju-hwan and Bang Min-ah to get married this weekend. Airways Yuna has given birth. And Lee Moon-soo has passed away at the age of 67. Okay, so health news. Woo. So I don't know why it's not with the artist updates, because it kind of is, but I don't know. I feel like I should just go back to like having a list of like just like a full list. But then also I'm like, I want to split it up, like saying this is when we have an announcement of a comeback. This is like if a tour has been announced. This is if like them talking about their health. This is like when they get married or die or get divorced or like getting married or no, not married, getting a relationship or something else. And then like anything else that isn't one of those things. I don't know. Is that a thing? Should I do that? I don't know. So Mingi from A's fell off the stage and fractured his finger, but he still performed. Nana and her mother got hurt from an attacker in their home, and the police have like announced that Nana acted in self-defense and won't be charged with any injuries that came about the attacker, but the attacker themselves will be charged. Kim Soo-young collapsed during filming. Twice's Chaeyoung has halted all activities until the end of the year and to stay out of tour due to vasovagal syncope. If you would like to know what vasovagal syncope is, it's basically like in a roundabout way. If you just want to know the basics, when you stand up a little bit too quickly or when you get stressed and such, you faint. Am I scared I'm going to get vasovagal syncope? I mean, I will admit it is a little bit of a concern. I won't lie. Like, I'll just be getting a bit anxious in the middle of WH Smith's and I'm just like, BAM! On the floor. I mean, granted, I did put myself on Sainsbury's floor earlier. trying to look at the Wicked have actually released like a book on like the screenplay script thing. I think it is to do with the play, but it also has like pictures from Wicked, like the film itself. And so I got it for my sister for Christmas, and she's gonna love me. I don't know, I just decided to get it for her. I'm a good sister. I would like to think I'm a very good sister, but I don't know. Anyway, next we have is Seungmin. He sat out the Inkigayo performance due to, I think it was swelling in his foot. And then anything else. So Ryujin from ITZY is going to be having her first leading role as an actress. And the Boys to Planet Home Race master lineup has been announced as Jaejung, Hanbyul, Youngjun, Xiaotin, and Woo Wonjin. Eisner is releasing a light stick. Sujin cancels her Shanghai fan meet. Gino and Jaemin have finished filming for their sports drama. The Chinese police shut down rumours that Chris Wu, who used to be an EXO, is not dead. And Yoon Chae-kyun and badminton player Lee Young-dae might potentially be dating. So yes, that is everything that happened this month. It is a little bit early. Like it's still technically November in Korea, but I thought that since I have time now, I want to talk about it. Also, just very, very quickly, Lino from Stray Kids, he injured his ankle during the Mama Awards last night, and like the second night when he fell down the stairs and like sprained his ankle. So he immediately visited the hospital and underwent additional examinations, received treatment, and he will be resting for the time being. Honestly, I sprained my ankle. I sprained my ankle actually when I was like 4 years old, on the trampoline. The funny thing is that my mum's a nurse, so obviously like she was like, yeah, you're fine. She put me to bed, mind you. And also I'm like a really clumsy child, so I had bruises all over me. And when obviously I woke up and my mum saw how like puffy my ankle was, she took me to the knee, and we were at like the one that is like kind of closest to us. I don't know why I said that. And like they were doing the examination, and my mum could obviously see all the bruises on me. Like I guess the nurse must have seen that she was a bit nervous. She pulled her aside and was like, we can tell when like the bruises are not from just being clumsy, because if you don't know, and this is for anyone who needs to know this, a lot of the time when children are being abused, being mistreated, whatever you want to call it, typically the people who are inflicting the abuse, they will hurt the children under like clothing. So if you see bruises on their chest or on the insides of their arms, then that might be a sign of potential abuse. However, kids are clumsy, and I would exercise extreme caution when what do you call it, like reporting those sorts of things. Like in some cases it might mean that like it might be true, it might mean that that kid is safe and that they can get the help that they deserve, but it also can just be, in like my terms, it might be because of them being clumsy. So if you do think that something is going on, then I would say to report it to people who can investigate further, and that it is always better to be wrong and, you know, be like mistaken about something, and, you know, like the policies are more improved upon than to not report it and that child, you know, like suffers more. I don't know, I felt the need to say that PSA. But yeah, clumsy kid. I'm still clumsy now. Like I literally tripped over the rug. Like I was just going out of the living room the other day to go and get my supper. It was hilarious. Genuinely, it was hilarious. And my mum was like, "You are such a tit." I'm like, "I know. I learned it from someone." No, it's funny. You know, I've always been quite clumsy. Yeah, like I tripped on the stairs at school, and now I have like chronic knee problems. I just have problems everywhere, like my jaw. is not doing too well at the moment. My knees hurt. My ankles hurt, like, since I turned 22. My legs just hurt now. I'm like, brilliant. I love that for me. But yeah, thank you as always for listening. I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.